Welcome to Just Us Jenkins. If you are seeing me for the first time, I'm Jamillah, stay-at-home homeschooling mama of 3 beautiful babies. I'm also a certified Reiki practitioner, Reiki master, spirit whisperer, and a bunch of other cool things, and owner of healingmama.com. You guys, today we're doing like a mini homeschooling tour and curriculum overview of what we have going so far for the school year for 2023-2024 homeschooling year. If you're new, we'd love to have you, so stick around, subscribe, ding the bell so you can get all of our notifications. And if you are one of our oldie but goodies, hey fam, hey. Sorry if my voice sounds a little bit weird or you hear kids sneezing and coughing in the background, y'all. We live in bipolar weather, Utah, and it's like a roller coaster. Like every day you get all 4 seasons and it does a number on you, like cold, allergies, all the shaboinkin. So we're kind of like navigating through that right now. So if you hear that, I apologize. Just a little backstory. We have been homeschooling now. This is our 3rd year. Last year was chaos because we had an unexpected move. We were forced to vacate from our almost 11-year home. And then we spent 10 months living with my parents and we were all cramped up together, and it was just like a lot. Like all I had the mental strength and capacity to do for like that whole school year last year was just do their lesson and keep it pushing. So I'm excited for this year. Before we were forced to vacate, we had this big gigantic homeschooling room in our family room in our basement. So we are currently living in a much smaller area, but it's ours and we're making it do what it do. At the beginning of the video, I did show you kind of like our homeschooling closet area, and then we have like this cute little corner that we're doing stuff. And I'm just gonna go over our curriculum. 4th grader, I have a 2nd grader, and I have a preschooler, okay? My youngest is 3. We've been doing like preschool things with him over the last few years, but he does have his own set of things that he's doing this year. I am just gonna show you some of the things that we're using right now, but we're gonna be implementing more things during the school year. And what we're focusing on this year is getting out and about and seeing and learning life. My husband and I are very, very, very adamant about teaching our kids life skills that they're going to use throughout their whole life. So that's what we're working on. So let's get into this curriculum. All right, you guys. So in the corner, we have this new little shelf. We've utilized these QB shelves over the last few years for everything. School, toys, everything. So we got this 6 cube shelf recently. If you've been watching us for a while, I got these little bins from Big Lots, and they have been coming in so handy. But right here we have reading books and other little like school books and stuff and coloring books that we use just so they can have easy access to stuff. I do get books from the library, but this is like if we're in between books from the library or we just want to utilize what we already have, then we'll use that. We've got all their markers down here. We've got pens. We've got all the colored pencils and pencils. We got mechanical pencils and traditional pencils. We got all the crayons. We have an expo marker floating around right here. And so right here, we just have like some extra pencils that they can just grab, expo markers for the whiteboard, and some pins and stuff just for me. And then I definitely do need to restock on like glue sticks. I've been going through everything and trying to use everything up, but I need to restock on glue sticks. We've got our scissors, and this is the glue that we're down to. My kids like to make slime, y'all. So I need to restock on that. We're good for a minute. And I used to have a big, huge gallon glue, and we have just a little bit left in that. So this is our whiteboard that we use every day. This year we're working with this program called Easy Peasy. We are also doing our Spectrum workbooks. We have field trips planned. We already did one so far that I need to scratch off the list. So that's there. Every day we review the month, the day, their personal information, and we work on manners. Right now, at the beginning of the school year, we are working on reviewing things from last year and incorporating the things that we're starting to work on this year. We do the time, we do the days, the month, the date, the weather, our address, and phone numbers. Every week, my kids, my two biggest kids, they do a spelling and a vocabulary test and reading. So the stuff that they've worked on for the week, they'll do that. We're working on neat and clean handwriting. I don't expect them to master that because they are only in 2nd and 4th grade. So we're working on it. So we're gonna go ahead and get into these bins. All right, you guys, let's get into our first bin. Although my kids are in different grade levels right now, we still like to do a lot of our projects together. So this is some of the projects that we're working on this first and 2nd semester of our homeschooling year. And so I purchased this really cute science project off of Amazon. We're teaching our kids life skills and how to be self-sufficient if anything were to ever happen. And so I thought this was pretty neat and nifty, this clean water science mini filtration kit. And a lot of our things I either purchased or we were gifted, or I've had it like since I was a kid. And this is a desk atlas, and we're talking about water and how important water is for our bodies and how water affects the world and everything. So we're gonna get into this today. We've had this for about a week. I'll leave the link for this down below in the description box, but just so they can kind of see how like the world is made up of water and how important it is to the world. So I'm working on that. I purchased this book as well, called Life Skills for Kids. We definitely work on these things with our kids, but I really like this, that it was in a book format. And the big kids and I read out of this every single day. It talks about different skills for kids, such as self-regulation, decision-making strategies, basic navigation skills, age-appropriate ways to make and save money, calling 911 to keep calm during emergency situations, the importance of chores, how to use appliances safely, and ways to start building independence in the kitchen. I will leave a link below. I just like how this book is formatted, and it's pretty like interactive, and the kids like it. Also, we're getting into this, how to be good at science, technology, and engineering. I was gifted this as well, and we have not really used any lessons out of this, so I'm really excited to use it. We've definitely talked about a lot of these things in this book, but I am excited to sit down and do lessons with them every week out of this book. Also, one of our neighbors gifted us this rock mineral and gems. You guys know I am a Reiki practitioner, I'm a healer, so this is like not a foreign concept to us. Gems and crystals and minerals and stuff like this, because we have them all around our house. We use them, we wear them. So I'm excited to just kind of use this as like a history lesson. And then it came with some crystals. And then also every year we like to do something about space, the universe, and everything. And our neighbor gave us this about the moon, so we're gonna do this as well. And then we just have some information in here about the library. All right, we're gonna go in order of youngest to oldest. So this is my preschoolers bin, Mr. Jet. He's 3 years old, and this is what he got in his bin so far. So we've got, of course, letters, flashcards. These are new. I just picked these up at the Dollar Tree. We've been using these ones. I got these a long time ago at the Target dollar spot, but we're missing T. So I wanted to get him a new set, so we're using these, and he loves this Super Y on PBS Kids, so he likes that. And then colors, shapes, just for review. He knows all his colors, he knows all his shapes, but this has like different stuff like octagons and pentagons and rhombuses, stuff like that. So I liked that. And then this book is from when I was a kid, my first book of numbers. We just do this to review. Of course, just a cute little reading book. And so he can recognize his animals. This was my book as well. And then we have this in the big version. Now we have it in the small version. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. This is a throwback, y'all, just for, you know, A, B's, and C's. Like, this is such a bop. Like, kids love this book. And then these are some books that were gifted to me that I am still using. So numbers, letter sounds, writing. He likes to write. Reading is fun. This is first grade, but I still use it for him. And phonics, we'll move on to that. And then this pre-K success workbook he's been doing, working on his letters and stuff like that. Some of the pages are gone because he's ripped them out, but we do that. He's very light with the pencil, but right now we're working on F, and so he's gonna color this in today. And yeah, he did this F, you guys. He's so cute. So that's what we're doing with little Jet. And then of course he's doing stuff like puzzles and watching different educational videos as well. Okay, you guys, moving on to bin number 2. It's for my second grader, Jackson. This is what he's got going on this year. We're still reading out of the Little Legends book until we finish it. In the morning we just do like review, and so he has a few little flashcards. I just purchased these from the dollar store as well, just review to keep him fresh. And then we're adding in new stuff that's for second grade. So addition, rhyming words, and then sight words. I found with Jackson, he learns better reading phonetically, but for the words that you cannot read phonetically, we do the sight words for. Okay, and then we're still reading out of this book called The Reading Lesson. This thing has changed the game. If you have a child that is struggling with reading, if they need more confidence in their reading, The Reading Lesson is amazing. This is who it's by. I purchased this off of Amazon and it teaches them to read in 20 easy lessons. We're almost done with this, but I am so thankful that I got this book and I listened to my mother's intuition instead of teaching him the sight words way, instead of memorization, because I really feel like when you teach phonetically, they can sound out any and everything. Okay, so his confidence has gotten a lot better with his reading, and he's doing so much better with his reading because of this book. We're also using a program called Easy Peasy. It's an online, free, all-in-one homeschooling program. So far, I really, really like it. They suggested you could either print out the workbooks, worksheets, or you could purchase their workbooks off of Amazon. For the past few years, you guys, I have been printing off a lot of work, so I just kind of wanted to take a break from that. So I got these. They take a placement test, and then they place like wherever their grade is. So Jackson's in second grade, so the level 1 is for first and second grade. So he placed like right where he needed to be. And so we're working with language arts and the math workbook, and then we're doing the reading lesson for his reading for right now until we get done. And then I'm going to purchase the one from this one, but they're like pretty similar, so I'm not too worried about it. And then they log in every day, do their work on that, and then they do their workbooks. Spectrum book workbooks came highly recommended, so I purchased writing and spelling for Jackson, and we like them so far. This is working on short and long vowels, sight words, contractions, compound words, dictionary, and it has an answer key for the parents. The spectrum writing a story. So he's been working on writing a story. They start off with doing picture form, and then they go ahead and do it in words. So I really like that. Writing to inform, writing an opinion using the writing process, and then a writer's handbook. They can also write down some things in here. So that's what we're doing so far with Mr. Jackson, my second grader. Okay, you guys, last but certainly not least is my daughter, my fourth grader, Miss Janess. This is what we got going on for her. It's similar to what Jackson has going on as well. She's using the easy peasy curriculum as well. She did her testing. She tested right at grade level. She's on number 3, and she logs in. She does her stuff on easy peasy. They're working on ancient history, some Bible things, and then these are her workbooks for math and language arts. And then also she has spectrum. Hers is a little different. I did get her the spelling word, vowel sounds, easily misspelled words, prefixes, suffixes, compound words, dictionary, and then answer key for the parents. She's got vocabulary, so word relationships, passage level, context clues, sensory languages, roots and affixes, test taking practice, and answer key for parents. And then she still has her little leader's book. Like if we're not doing library books at all, she'll use this. She's also working on this book that she's read a few times because, honey, I need this girl to use these lessons in her life, okay? Breathing is my superpower. She'll read that a couple of days a week, just, you know, and it has practices and stuff in it for her. We're still working on multiplication and division. So this is just this worksheet that I printed for her, just so she can practice it every day to stay fresh with the number patterns, because she doesn't have any flashcards. So we'll do stuff like that. Then I just have this random folder in there for just in case. I might keep stuff like this in there, but just so every day she can have that practice of number patterns and stuff like that. Okay, you guys, that's all we've got going for so far. Acclimating and getting back and reviewing in our homeschooling curriculum for right now. And of course, we're going to be adding things and taking things out. The kids, they are excited. I did have to put a sign on the door, you guys, because we plan on homeschooling year round. Of course, we'll have like different breaks that we take, but I was getting people coming over knocking on the door, so I do have a sign on the door. You know, a lot of people, they work outside the home or they send their kids to school in person, and it's like, when you're there doing those things, we respect you. So although we do it alternatively, respect our homeschooling time slots, okay? The few things that I showed you, we still use a lot of online things, and I'll share those with you in another video. A lot of tools from the library. Our librarian is so awesome. She put me up on game, you guys, of a lot of things that is offered here in Utah. That'll be another video. If you are deciding to homeschool your kids or you're interested, you guys, it works for everybody's lifestyle. I know people that are single parents and they homeschool their kids, multiple kids. I know parents that both work outside the home and they homeschool their children, and you just make it work for you. Just find out your state and school district's guidelines. Here in Utah, it is super easy to homeschool your kids. If you are thinking about it, research. That's what I did. I wanted to homeschool my kids before I sent my daughter to a charter school. I had a really rough pregnancy, y'all, and then the world did its thing and everybody was schooling from home. So we just been riding the train ever since then. We're going to be working with some homeschooling families this year and different homeschooling co-ops. We're going to get out in the world, doing our field trips, doing things. We have lots of fun things planned. We've already done some things, and I'm just really excited for our school year. And if there's anything else, what was your favorite thing out of the haul, or our closet, or our corner? If you guys have any suggestions, any questions, leave them down below in the comments. Okay, I'll try to remember to leave the links to everything in the description box. If you're new, we'd love to have you. So join the family, stick around, okay? Subscribe, ding the bell so you can get all of our notifications. And if you are one of our oldie but goodies, okay, you've been rocking with us for a while. Hey girl, hey boy, hey y'all, hey fam, hey. And I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye.